Hello and good evening everyone, my name is Ursa and this is Caesar, not an emperor as many people are going to tell you. That's a fact that's not going to get old quickly because everyone keeps saying, oh Caesar, not an emperor. Ah, fun. I'm saying evening because the eagle-eyed among you will notice it's 8 PM. That's right, it's the usual time that I would normally be putting a video out, and oh boy, we've all had fun, haven't we? This is the Leaders Pass night, and it came out, and of course it was broken and nothing was working, and there was so many hot fixes. And you know what, actually I had a really good time. We were kind of sitting here and watching all of the other streamers try and make everything work, and just people trying fixes and hot fixes being put on Steam and several downloads. But anyway, Caesar is working, so we're going to play some Caesar, and actually I'm looking forward to this. Caesar looks like they could be pretty, how do I put this? They look a little bit lacking, but I think Caesar's going to be better than you would think. That's my gut feeling. Today we're going to be playing a Pangea map with a balanced start position. Don't forget, I keep all of my save files in Discord, so come and have a look if you want to copy and paste the save file onto your computer and play. But those are the details if you don't. It's standard speed, it's Deity, we have no game modes in because I want to try Caesar out properly. None of this Hercules or Himiko running around the map or corporations blowing up your economy. No. We're going to be playing straight Civilization 6. Now Caesar is a free replacement leader for anybody that's linked a 2K account to their Steam account when playing on computer. If you're playing on a console, you don't get anything because, of course, nobody cares about console Civ. I feel really sorry for you. I think they will update it for consoles at some point, but it sounds like they've got some issues with publishers and people, whoever makes the ports for the game is being a little bit weird, and I had some other people say that console stores are having a problem with giving away material for free. It's all very strange, but I'm sure it will happen at some point. But for us glorious PC Master Race, we have Caesar. Veni Vidi Vici. It is 200 gold whenever I conquer a city for the first time, and 100 gold when I conquer a barbarian outpost. The gold rises to 500 once you get steel. I think, if my gut reaction to Caesar is going to be, we're going to have a very strong early game, a very mediocre middle game, and a sort of underwhelming late game. But the problem with Rome, with Trajan gets a 3 monument with all of his cities. The problem with that is that you often can't get your legions out fast enough because your science is a bit lacking and your economy is a little bit lacking. What I'm thinking is, yes, this ability is probably not as strong as a 3 monument in every city. People have very rightfully said that a monument is 240 gold to buy and you only get 200 when you conquer a city. But gold is flexible, and gold means legions, not because you can just buy them outright, but because if we warrior spam and we have some iron, I think I can use this Veni Vidi Vici to get myself a lot of legion upgrades, and then those legion can go to men-at-arms later, and I can use legions to chop out other legions and blah 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 blah. So yes, I don't think the ability is strong by itself, but I think in conjunction with Rome, we could be onto something here. First though, we have to start spreading, and it looks like I have a plains, hill, rainforest start. This is where I shall make my home. Settle in place, we shall. Knowledge of sailing, boosted. Banana tile down here? That's going to be taken pretty quickly. It would be good if I had a monument, wouldn't it? And then I could get that tile really quickly. No, we don't need no monument. I forgot about this. I was looking at the... I was looking at the picture for Scout thinking, that's a little bit different. I forgot with the 2K account thing, if you link your account, all of the dogs get replaced with cats. That's just... Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. That's really, really weird. We're going to go for a double Scout start, and then I'm going to go into a monument, a warrior rush. Oh, I think the queue is the queue actually. I want the multi-queue by definition. This is the problem. Every time you download some DLC or you have to update the game, everything gets reverted, and it's really annoying. So, there we go. Double Scout start. I think that's what we're going to do. I was tempted to go for a warrior rush, but I do think exploring on this map is still going to be super exciting. We also want to get down to Legion, but Legions are quite difficult to get to because they're in the classical era, and that's actually more science than you might think. So what I'm going to do is actually focus on getting myself, we'll go for animal husbandry first, and then I'll go down mining and writing, and we're going to get some of the base techs. I'll see what the map gives me. You know, I'm not going to go too certain on one thing or another. We're just going to play our cards just to the wind and see which way we go. So we have Akkad. Oh, melee and cavalry unit attacks do full damage to walls. I'm playing with random city-states today, and Civ 6 knows that it is mucked up, right? It knows that it has messed around a lot of people today, including me. I've sat here for a long time trying to get the game to work, and it's like, you know what? How can I make this better for Ursa? Let's give him a CAD. And I approve of that. Mittler, well, I was actually thinking about whether or not I went for an early game campus, and that has decided it for me. Mittler gives me growth rate higher in cities with a campus. It's an amazing city-state, so we shall go for it. There's a bit of a mix of rainforest and woods here. Rainforest, if you get 2 of them next to a campus, obviously it gets an extra adjacency, which is quite cool. So there are a couple of +2 sites around that I could use quite nicely. I think, yeah, we're going to get a pretty decent campus here, so that is something I want to have a look at. And yes, oh my goodness, I haven't seen these in so long. It's the cats. The cats have been put into the game instead of the dogs. Why would the cats follow you around? We all know cats are the spawn of Satan. They don't love you. They would feast on your corpse. As soon as you die in a house with cats, they'd give it, what, 4 hours? And they'll go, tasty face. Not like dogs, superior dogs that love you. They just want to love you. Just want to be with you every day. I'm next to Sweden, or say, Sweden, you've interrupted my rant about cats. How dare you? Anyway, it looks like Sweden may be our first target. This is Deity, don't forget, though, so I could, well, still get warrior rushed. You never know. These things still happen. Oh yeah, they're denouncing me immediately. They just plain don't like me. But I'm the best sort of salad. What's wrong with you, Sweden? Animal husbandry has been sorted. Let's go for pottery. We've got the extra science from Mittler. That's helping a lot. We'll send out my other cat to the north. I want to go and see if I can half send one of you in this direction and go in the other as well. There's a barb encampment. Now, normally I wouldn't charge for barb encampments so heavily, but, well, we're playing Caesar. That's worth 100 gold if we can clear it. And 100 gold is pretty nice. Now, you see, normally I would sling a rush as well, but I think I might warrior rush here. We'll go for builder. Now, builder would let me unlock those horses. I've got a cattle. There's a lot of decent stuff that could get unlocked, but that would be a 3-2 tile if it was improved. I've already got a 3-2 tile, and it would still be good. It's probably not worth it. Oh, now here's the thing. I could get a settler, or I could get 2 warriors. What's worth it? Do I get 2 warriors here? And see if I can charge Sweden. No, I think I'm going to go for settler. We're going to see if we can just build our infrastructure up. Sometimes you can go too warrior heavy too quickly and then regret it immediately. That's not what we're going to do today. Oh, Sweden just beat a barb encampment right by my borders just to spite me, I believe. Never mind. And here's one of their cities, Karlstad. Do you see what this is? This is a flat field. That's a good thing for us. Oh, we like flat fields because our warriors can run all over those. Akkad are actually doing the dirty work for me on this barb encampment, which is quite nice for me, so I can just wait and then rush in a second. Here's God King and my +5. It's not quite enough to defeat the barb camp. I don't think they will defeat it either, so I'm just going to wait outside it. And look at this city placement. Sweden have just popped all 3 of their cities in a very, very small space here for me. That's very kind of them. Let's get the campus up and running. I'm going to go warriors, I'm going to go campus. Yeah, I think this is the start that we were hoping for. I feel good about this start. I really do. And there we go. They left it straight open for me. There's the barb camp. I get 30 gold. And then also 100 gold, so it's actually 130 you get. It's plus 100 on top of the usual nonsense. Isn't that lovely? I've only just got my first tribal hut. It's got another 40 gold in it. Hey, that's not bad. I mean, what can I do? In theory, if I picked up a little bit more gold, I could just buy the settler, but I don't think that's worth it for me. Obviously, the granary would help my city to grow. I think a campus is going to be a really good move for me. I do like the idea of getting a campus down. What am I going to do? Get the builder? Use the gold to get the builder? I want to save a little bit of gold later, but infrastructure is really important, so I will get that builder for now. And now it's a case of where to go. If I were to go north, I would be competing directly with Sweden, and they would probably turn their army on me very, very quickly. If I went south, I could settle on some of these lovely citrus to give myself another luxury. There's no fresh water down here, but I will get my aqueduct replacement, the Bath, one of the best districts in the game. Oh, beautiful. So simple. So lovely. I guess it depends on how aggressive I want to be. How aggressive do I want to be as Trajan? What a question. What a question. All of the south, I think the south is pretty safe. That's kind of the impression I'm getting at the moment. I almost wish I could see where the iron was. I think I want to keep my city safe. I don't want Sweden to go through it, so I'm going to send it south. Feels like a little bit of a chicken move, but I like it for now. Let's get that sorted. I can work that tile to give myself just the housing just a little quicker and the food a little quicker, and then I'll go and get this delightful horse in 2 turns. And in the meantime, it's warrior spam time. Now I want to have a good supply of warriors so that I can use my lovely Caesar gold to then upgrade them a little bit later, especially when I've got all of the iron I need. Iron is going to be super important, and finding that is super important as well. This doesn't feel like a super great place to settle. These and it's only seawater, salty seawater, not good for Caesar really, but if I went over there it wouldn't give me much either. Freshwater, very much limited at this particular starting location. I could just settle on the citrus, but again, I don't really feel like that helps me either. I'm gonna go down a tile. At least then I've got a little bit of a space between Rome and my second city. Not much of a space, but you know, a small space. Oh, my scout just found a barbarian encampment and then it died immediately. I love scouts. Scouts are fun. Turns out scouts with cats, no more strong than regular scouts. Who'd have thought? Now the good thing about Caesar is you still get the Rome bonuses, which means the 3 road. Oh, it's such a simple little thing, but it's very good fun. And actually this extra science I'm getting from the turtles, it's quite handy early game. That will help me just to push a little quicker towards legions. Just a little quicker. Not a huge amount quicker, just a little. Right, and there is writing. So we can now put the campus down. You can see I've got a bunch of +2s. I think I want to put it on one of these +2s over in this direction. I'm going to use a little bit more of that gold that I worked earlier, but if I were to put it down there, then in theory I could government plaza it later, but this horse is very much in the way. It's sort of not what I wanted to see on that particular tile. I could go campus, government plaza and have some really good ones in this sort of mountain range, or I could just take use of the +2 that I've got there without needing to buy anything. I'm just going to do that. It's cheaper. Let's just get that sorted. Now that we've got writing, I'm going to go mining, bronze working, find the iron, and then we'll just reassess the game once we know how bad the iron situation is. Oh look, Sweden are going to settle for me. They're going to settle in this base for me, so that's good. Someone's over here as well. Looks like it might be India? Don't know. We'll see. Oh, and a luxury. Oh, I mean, there you go. Natural wonder. That might have been probably a little better to settle near, but hey, you know, we found that afterwards. What are you going to do? Oh yeah, look, Sweden are going to attack me. Sweden are going for Caesar. How dare they? They want some salad. They want some creamy, cheesy salad. No, it's not going to happen. Get lost. There's mining. Bronze working we'll go for in a second. Looks like another barb is fighting me, so that's going to be a good thing. And it looks like there is another small part of the continent over in this direction that I can just hop over. I was worried this would be a fixed mountain, you know, pass that I couldn't get through. Mount Vesuvius, though. Ooh, lots and lots of very Roman-looking things on this map for me. So if I get another improvement in craftsmanship, it's going to boost for me automatically. So I'm going to switch to foreign trade. And is there anything that I could upgrade for myself quickly? And I could put a farm down on that tile. That's really not a very exciting tile for me. Or get sailing and go and get that luxury. Let's do that. Let's go to Ravenna and sort that out. Pound maker. Okay, wanted to meet you. Maybe we can make a friend out of Poundmaker whilst we attack Sweden. You know, crazy things have happened. Have you got any luxuries? No. What do you have? You've got iron. Oh, yeah, you're going to be a friend. You're going to be a friend. -4. Let's just send friendship. Nope, they're not ready. That's okay. I'll send you a delegation and I'll sell you some horses, which they'll pay 96 gold. Actually, that's pretty good, but I don't need quite that much. How about I take 60 gold and then hopefully we'll have enough friendship. Look, we're on 0 friendship because of favorable deals, so maybe that'll be enough to woo them on side. Lovely. This campus is now sorted. I think we need to get the warriors going. We need a warrior rush. I need to legion my way out of any problem, but this problem definitely feels like a legionable problem. Now that's Zanzibar, by the way. Zanzibar. Oh, Sweden have taken Mittler. That's not on. Don't do that, Sweden. No, no, no. Right, sailing has been done. Bronze working's fine. Barbarians are just killing me down south, so we'll get the bronze working boost hopefully very soon. And I'm now getting warriors out. This is even before our production gets boosted by a Gogi. We haven't got that card just yet. Fishing, craftsmanship, perfect. Let's stick in a Gogi now. Oh, I'm going to probably regret doing that from the point of view that the barbarians are still fighting me, but if I lose that warrior, I'm not going to be too sad about that one. Yeah, I just want to build up this early army with Trajan. Oh yeah, look, Sweden are disappearing. Oh, what makes you think you can escape there? There you go, bronze working boosted. Thank you so much. And there is 130 gold and a tribal hut with wheel and irrigation in it. Oh, actually, that's not bad. I'll take that. I tell you what, Cree are going to have a lot of iron. They're gaining a huge amount, and actually that means I'm hoping they will trade it with me eventually. So I should have at least one source if nothing else happens. There is some iron. We have some right by my nation. I'm regretting not putting my campus there now, and there's some more down there. But I believe in order to get Legion, you only need 5. No, you need 10 iron. 10 iron. So it might be worth us actually trying to settle over on that iron there. I think I might probably have to do that. 440 for a settler seems extreme though. The capital is actually sat on the iron. Oh, you lucky little beggars. That's very handy. Fine, okay, well, we'll hopefully come back to see if we can trade with them a little bit later. I think they will eventually send us iron. I do. Now, Sweden is going to give me a bunch of gold for my turtles. This is a good deal for me. I will get those turtles back as soon as I declare on them, and I now can afford the settler. Now, the settler can go and settle on that iron. It means I'll have 2 sources of iron, and we should have a pretty infinite source of Legion. Don't forget, of course, Legion can chop other Legion out. They all have a build charge. And it's that sort of Legion rush. That's what I want to be going for. Oh, Sweden want to be friends with me. I don't want to be friends with you, Sweden, okay? Leave me alone. If you want to pump a lot of units out and you haven't got the 25% extra buff towards unit production because someone else grabbed it, I think it might have been you, God of the Forge. Yes, Cree, it was you. You could go initiation rites. Now, this would be an interesting one for Caesar because Barbarian Outpost healing 100 health. Yeah, that's pretty cool. However, I am not cool, and I'm thinking God of Craftsmen, +1 production and +1 faith on improved strategic resources. I already have one. I'm about to get a second. Let's flood Rome with extra production. Oh look, Feed the World exists. Ah, we can get Catholicism. Rome turning to Christianity, eh? What a crazy thing. Which way is a scout going? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there's an encampment over there. Hang on. My scout might be able to get a little jammy here. Oh no, looks like Zanzibar are going to steal the encampment from me. Rubbish. Oh, never mind. Oh, 10 horses for 20 iron, Sweden. You're going to regret doing that deal. That is a deal that they offered me. I didn't need to even ask for that iron. They just gave it to me. Like, do you not know what Rome does with iron? We are nasty iron people. I've just got my own source as well. So that is iron working boosted, and legions. Oh boy, legions are on the way, my friend. They very much are now on the way. I would quite like a great general. I think a great general would be good. It's about whether or not I just pay for the general or if I work an encampment now. I think we're just going to keep on the old warriors. Let's just stay to path A, you know? Sometimes you have to just stick to what you know, and with Rome, printing legion is an effective strategy. Oh, look at that. Oh, they've offered me a lovely target city. Units earned experience. Oh, beautiful. City 3, and that should hopefully put the road right round. Look at that. Yes, past the volcano, past the death pit. It's all lovely. So I will make this warrior. Next turn, that will be a legion. I'm going to wait for the chop, and then I can start upgrading and chopping at the same time. You can see horses are still being sold. Sweden's building horses up, but as long as they don't get to 20, I don't really mind how many I sell to them. Samarkand, it's the Mayans. Okay, they're really fun to kill. Not. Ah, legions. Right, okay, right. We've got a legion. That legion's ready to chop. I'll just remove this. There we go, chop that through, and we can see a legion upgrade is 150 gold. It's okay, these warriors are going to be fine, but I will use them to make other legion. Hello, Mayans, honored to meet you. Yes, I'd like to exchange capital information. We've got 6 turns. I can get 2 era score. I've got a golden age, and a golden age is exactly what I want to see. It's just about where I think the AI is going to likely be. Have you met anybody? No, you have not met anybody. In fact, actually, nobody else has met anyone else here, so we'll just keep wandering around in some random direction. I think that's probably the most likely thing for me to be able to do effectively here. Right, this legion does have a chop. This would allow me to chop another legion, which I would like to do. Yeah, the Mayans wanted to be friends for some random reason. I'm not entirely sure why. They really didn't have anything for me there, but okay, I'll take it. Legion, get back in, thank you. And then, oh, see, the thing is, I do kind of want this galley because that will give me the era score to get the age, but I'm gonna go for the Legion. It's 19 production. Yeah, it's a semi-decent chop for me, this. We'll just chop both of these. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. Look, it's all helping. It's all helping. We've almost got another Legion out, and I think we can start attacking very soon with these now. We've got to take some momentum where we can. We've got to charge. We've got to go Roman. Full Roman, I say. Oh, Sweden have another settler. This is probably a really good thing for me. It depends, actually, if I can get enough gold here to get one more Legion. Oh, we're so close to having enough golds to do something really cool here, but it's just not quite there. Still need 2 era score. Iron can be bought pretty cheap, actually, so maybe selling the iron would give me an 84, me to 210. How much is a boat? Is it like 280? 260? I feel like going for that Legion was probably a mistake. I might have condemned myself to a normal age here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I was able to upgrade to another Legion, which I could do on a tile that I could chop. Oh, that's expensive though, and it's unlikely to work. Oh, that's so close to becoming a viable alternative for me there. Never mind. Okay, right. Well, you know what? We'll get this Legion sorted. I've got a couple now ready to rock. I can just sort of charge my army forward just a touch. Keep a Gogi on, put myself urban planning like so. I've got my first governor. It's just whether or not I want to wait. Oh, Sweden have lost Mittler. They have lost Mittler. Okay, I can get Mittler then. That would be handy. So let's do that. I'm going to get them first. So let's go for Amani, Mittler, in your pop. Perfect. And I will take advantage of this small lapse in Swedish concentration. How much are they giving me? 5 gold per turn, but I, again, will get my turtles back. So let's go for the surprise war. It's not much of a surprise, being honest with you, but it's fine. And then, Poundmaker won't get involved. How boring. Never mind. I've still got I'll get my turtles back in a second, but I can attack with this Legion nicely. We can move my units in. I can attack the archer. We just want to pin them back as much as I can, and the units are going to come around and attack as soon as we can get them to. Like, it's going to be a messy, horrible attack, this one, but you know, early game war is horrible, and sometimes you just have to go for it and see where it all lands. Military tradition. Oh, I need military tradition quite badly. Now, no doubt Sweden are going to go for... Oh, I hate how I got the 2 era score there the turn after. That's so frustrating. Sweden have probably gone golden. No, they've gone normal. Oh, it's fine then. That's fine. Oh, well, there we go. 3 inquiry, extra era score. When I get my inspirations, I should be able to do that pretty quickly. Let's get my galley to have a quick look and see where the troops are. I have more military strength than Sweden. It's just that they've got more annoying military strength. And they're just going to keep shuffling their units around. They know they can't take me on in close combat with these legions. They're 40 strength. They can walk right over the warriors, and that's exactly what I'm doing here, which is pretty nice. In fact, my Legion have already got this city surrounded. That's exactly where I'm going to keep them. Keep attacking this archer. I know I can't really beat that with the warrior, but I'm not going to try. We're just going to see if I can keep the pressure on, and the legions are going to stand strong. I haven't seen any walls being built in Sweden yet. They will appear. We have to expect them to appear at some point, but for now, nothing. Actually, the really fun thing is that Sweden have a great scientist being generated. That's at least 1 district. They've got the Oracle. There's lots of cool stuff for me to go and steal, so this war may work really well for me as long as we actually can get a little bit of early game success. Yeah, look, they're just going to attack my warrior there. That's fine. That's a good outcome for me. 1, 2. Oh, that's a low city now. Can this Legion finish it off? Yes, it can. And apprenticeship boosted. There's the 200 gold that I just got from that city. That's lovely. And I can use that gold to immediately look to get my Legion sorted as soon as I've got iron. So this is the sort of thing I'm talking about now. It's using your gold that you have been receiving to make more gold. That's the idea anyway. Sorry, using gold to make more gold? Using gold to make Legion. Oh, you know what I mean. Ursa doesn't make sense, but when has Ursa ever made sense, eh? Oh, and there's a luxury with a builder I just stole, which I think, it makes me super happy, which is cool, but I could also sell it for a lot of gold, which I'm going to just to fuel my war. Now, I know it's going to make me a little unhappy, but honestly, it's fine. Like, I'd rather sell the luxuries at this point and buy them when I get them new, or don't forget I have luxuries I haven't improved in my land, but that's 300 gold right there. 300, you know? Pretty cool. It's another Legion that I can just pop up from nowhere. Oh, beautiful. In fact, actually, one thing I could do is save up now for a general, Sun Tzu, 1,000 gold is not a huge amount when you're generating it like Caesar does. If they're just attacking my warriors in open combat, I'll take that. That's fine. They only have 170 military strength at the moment. It's not too bad. Military tradition. That is amazing for me. That means we can now get support bonuses when attacking. That makes a big difference to my army strength. It really, really does. Let's get this legion just to make that attack. That's the level, which is awesome. And then I can move my troops through. And we're just going to take advantage of this little gap in the Swedish defenses. I'm actually going to leave my warrior there defending on that forest tile. It's going to be pretty difficult for them to kill that, but it means if that warrior attacks in that direction, it leaves Karlstad open, and I want Karlstad open. That's a much better outcome for me there. The other thing I want to do is head towards apprenticeship. Now, people that play Rome often get caught up in legions, and they are really good. They're really, really powerful, but men-at-arms are even more powerful. Not a huge amount, only 5 more powerful, but if you can get them, get them. Georgia. Oh, it's a good thing that I have a cat in this game, is it not? Lovely. I've already hit the stage of the game where the grievances are going to be so bad against me because I've already taken cities in surprise wars, and that's never very good. So we're gonna have we're gonna be hated by everyone, but we'll take advantage of this while we can. There's the legion. They've all run in. It's all looking pretty nice. I've got Diplo favor now, which I'm gonna sell because there's no way I'm keeping that. That's crazy. And yeah, the horses are being sold now, which is lovely. Nazca. Wow, we've got a good bunch of city-states this game. Like, I'm enjoying this. This is awesome. Karlstad is looking open now, and I believe if I move this unit to there, we'll have all 6 tiles surrounded, and there we go. The city is under siege. And you know what? We could mess around, or we could just do this and take the city and get the extra gold. Thank you, because Stockholm is just there. Rebellion in 7 turns, you say? 7 turns? Dear, dear, that's not very good, is it? We better get moving. So far, I've got about 600 bonus gold from Caesar's ability. Whether that beats Trajan's ability is another question, but I think it does, because we are now very close to Sun Tzu, and that would be another 5 combat strength for my legion, which really helps to put the squeeze. Now, Stockholm is the next target, and I don't plan on hanging around. We're just going to go for it, I think. We're just going to rock up, see what we can do. Just might heal that unit just for a turn, just to give it a little bit more health, but I'm just moving my units up. We're causing all sorts of nuisance for ourselves now. There's a swordsman. Okay, look, so it looks like they're actually getting serious, and they're actually trying to attack me with decent troops. Oh, I thought that warrior might be able to resist that attack. It didn't. So it looks like they are getting serious. They're throwing actual units at me now, but unfortunately for them, it's not going to be enough because I'm still pillaging. I've got Battle Cry on my legion that gives them 47 strength, which is pretty damn tasty. And I can start doing things like this and moving my units to give impressive 6 flanking bonus. It means I can just rock up and kill units very quickly. Move my warrior to keep the city secure. Just pushing this warrior. He's not going to, well, he might fight me, but I'm just pushing that warrior out the way so that I can just retreat and get myself. Basically, I don't want them reinforcing the flank. If that warrior comes and attacks Karlstad, it's just going to distract my troops. I don't want that to happen. So they're still attacking that legion. Okay, that's fine, but it's going to leave you open to a bit of a counterattack here, which I am going to very, very kindly take. In fact, I could flank. If I could flank one more unit round there, I feel like I could attack and kill that swordsman nicely, but I don't want this one to die. Actually, I'm not that fussed. Let's get the flanking bonus instead, and then that's the... Oh, it's not an insta-kill. That's unfortunate. Never mind, we'll move in like that. You're already doing good. Battle Cry. Stockholm will be attacked next turn, I think. In fact, actually, I'm just going to move this unit to there. Yeah, I'm happy about my troop positioning. We've got 3 turns on Karlstad. I should take Stockholm in that time. I'm selling all of my resources at the moment just because I want to get enough gold to buy the Great General. And this is where Caesar's ability comes in really handy. They're going to pay me for peace. That's okay. We don't mind that. Who just declared war on me? Brussels did. Brussels is ages away. That's fine. We don't mind that at all. Conscription would be good. A Gogi there. I'm still producing units every now and then. And let's get quickly in. Victor's going to be quite handy here, but I quite like Pingala as well. Who's going to be better in the long run? Victor would be good, but I'm going to actually put Pingala in briefly, because then I can move you back to the capital in a second. So that city's now, oh yes, super loyal. That's lovely. Move you to there. Oh, I think Stockholm is being sieged by plenty of barbs. They're actually doing the lovely thing for me of making sure that the city can't heal. So that's actually really, really kind of them. Thank you for doing that for me. And in the meantime, just leave your catapult in the middle of the plains. My legions are going to love that. That's wonderful. So attacking legion and Poland. We've met everyone on this little continent. Poland can be a little bit tricky to attack and defend against, but we'll take that. I'm actually going to pillage that tile first. I'm just going to spend a turn pillaging here. That's actually really good to get my legions back up to full strength, and then I will go attack like that to get rid of that catapult. But next turn we can take Stockholm, I believe, and I believe we're going to have enough stuff to sell at that point as well. Look at that, open borders. Oh, everyone wants my open borders. Great stuff. Well, yeah, here you go. This is why Caesar is so good. I've taken Stockholm, I've got the gold, and I've bought Sun Tzu. You can't do that with Trajan, can you? So he's going to give +5 combat strength to all of my legion. I have a lot of legion. I'm also going to move away from these barbarians so that they attack either the city or this swordsman instead of me. Don't fancy defeating those myself. So everyone's denouncing me now, but we don't mind that. We really don't mind that at all. Stockholm is going to take a bit of barb damage, but again, not really on our list of things that we're super worried about here. I am happy with how things are going. Let's give that legion one more turn to heal whilst the warrior makes its way to the front lines. But look at this, I can just move my units around a little bit now, just cycle them around, make sure that Stockholm is well defended, whilst at the same time I'm moving my troops in a very organized and beautiful fashion. And I think these legions should be able to move in, and I think I can take care of that swordsman in a second. I think I might end up driving it back to the city accidentally. Never mind. Oh yeah, and Sun Tzu. Here we go. Oh, 5 extra combat strength. It's a big deal. It's so powerful. Temporarily moving my great general to this tile so that I can make this legion kill that warrior outright. Beautiful. You heal there. This warrior needs to level up, and they will as soon as I've got a little bit more gold, but I should get gold pretty rapidly now because Sun Tzu is going to help me to surround this city quickly. Yeah, the barbs are just overwhelming Stockholm, but my walls are safe. 30 strong. It heals every turn. I don't need to fight back. They're just attacking and killing themselves. Also, Sweden's troops are still there and still taking most of the punishment for me, so I'll take that. That's fine. Tell you what, it really does help that Sweden are attacking me with catapults. Of all the troops to be attacking me with, I'll take that. That's okay. Oh, those are walls. Sweden has walls up. That's not fun. We don't like the presence of walls. I disapprove of that massively, but luckily for me, I'm still getting the kills. Still getting 200 gold every time I take a city, which I just did as well, so that's lovely. Now, luckily for us, we've got a couple of things that are going to happen very soon. Political philosophy is going to happen. That will give me oligarchy, which will give me 4 combat strength, and I've also got enough gold, because I keep stealing it from cities, to get myself a battering ram. Alternatively, a CAD is still there. Now, CAD means, Sweden, it looks like Sweden are trying to take over a CAD, and they're going to do it very soon. So I can't really rely on them. Send them a trade route, that would give them an envoy. I'm going to get an envoy in a few turns. Yeah, we'll see if we can, oh, in fact, actually, look at this. We can just get that immediately, because I literally just built the trader. Nice. Okay, so we just need one more envoy, and we should be able to ruin Sweden's plans. But I'm going to, for now, take the battering ram. That's looking lovely. Just cycling my troops around a little bit whilst I get myself into position. I just want to be killing Sweden's army where I can, healing my units up a little bit as well. Restocking. I'm going to leave Sun Tzu there in the hope that the catapult attacks it. The AI normally can't help themselves in that stuff. Rome is still generating legions every 4 turns, which is just lovely to see. We enjoy that entirely. I've got myself a granary in this city now, which is brilliant. Start making some galleys. Use a couple of galleys actually to attack this city on the coast. Yeah, Sweden are pegged back. They've only got 3 cities left. How many population have they got 9 and 5 of them are there, so there's a 2 population city to the north. I think I've actually taken over a couple of bits and pieces as well now, which is cool. Still producing more legions. Again, it's all the extra gold. It's lovely. A CAD has just flipped, unfortunately, which is a bit frustrating, but I've only got a few turns until I get an extra envoy, which is good. In fact, we'll go oligarchy, we'll go mysticism. That'll be enough to throw Sweden off because they only have 3 envoys there. Yes, I'm not too worried about that in the longer run, but it's a little bit annoying. Ravenna might get hit a couple of times, but what you gonna do? Oh yes, these roots. Extra gold because we're Rome. Lovely stuff. I'm going to actually send my trade route from this city and send it all the way to the north. I should be able to get a good route here. There it is. Oligarchy. Done. And, do we get strategos? Do I want another general? It's probably not the most important thing for me. We're going conscription instead. Urban planning. I think I'm going to go for 2 more envoy points per turn. I think actually taking hold and taking control of some of these city-states is going to be an important job, more important than maybe I initially thought it might be. So I could send a route that goes 1, 2, 3, 4 to Stockholm. Yeah, 4 gold for that and the extra food and production. It's not a very good route, to be honest. I just like the fact it goes through so many Roman cities, so we're going to do it. It's the novelty factor, the novelty Roman factor. That's why I did that. And our legion are springing into the combat zone, and we're going to go and start killing that catapult. That catapult has been annoying me for some time, actually, so I'm quite glad I managed to suppress that one. Beautiful. Looks like the barbs are dealt with for now. For now being the key phrase there. Oh, see how much damage I just did to that wall? Wow. Yeah, these things, even that injured legion is attacking with 43 strength. That's pretty good. Let's just get a CAD. I need you to stop fighting me. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that gives me a nice cheap envoy? Not really, but I will be getting one in 4 turns, so that's probably fine. Let's go for theology, recorded history, something like that. We'll go for something like that. And all the while, we're going to pick up Warlord's Throne. I like Warlord's Throne. 20% extra production every time I take a city. It builds up nicely. Sweden want peace. This is the point where actually making peace with Sweden wouldn't be too bad an idea. They've got terrible desert cities left, and they're not really cities that I overly want, but then again, I do kind of want it all, so maybe we continue attacking. Maybe I take Gothenburg because it's where all the population is, and then I make peace. So I'll get the the gold from killing that city, and then I'll move my army on the Cree whilst we've still got time. Let's do that. That seems like the best of both worlds. Or, saying that though, if we take Sweden out, I will gain a CAD, and a CAD means that I will always do full damage to walls, even if the Cree put stuff up. That's a tempting thing as well. Oh, we've got options here, and they are all pretty decent. You do get moments where you realise you're not playing Macedon, and every time you take a wonder, you're not going to heal all your troops, and you think, oh, it's my favourite bit. I love healing my troops. They're awesome. Again, 200 gold I just stole there, so that's enough for me to get not 1, but 2 extra legions. So yeah, this is where the extra gold comes in very, very handy. I thought this when I was looking at the skills. Like, it's not necessarily buying new units, it's making sure the units you've got are awesome, and this just floods me with endless gold to continually improve them. Like, I don't see the problem with this. I'm actually going to make peace with Sweden. As much as killing them is quite fun, I am going to let them off the hook right now. Gives me a bit of gold, which is nice, and I'm going to swing my army around immediately, and we're going to go and see if we can kill the Cree whilst their guard is down. 285 military strength. It's not much. And don't forget as well, all of these legion, they still have chops. Like, they still have the ability to make other legion. I haven't forgotten about that. We're busy doing other things right now, but that is something that will appear very soon. The other thing I'm not really doing as well is you can use your legion, as long as they've got a build charge, you can use them to fix roads, and I find that really sweet. Oh, Sweden backed off from a CAD. Where's Sweden putting their Armani now? I don't even know. Who knows what's going on here? I'm taking that as a win. So we have a CAD. Nice. Oh, Midler, look at that army. Look at all those swordsmen. Yum. Let's see how quickly we can defeat this scout encampment. Yeah, it's all going to go down pretty easy. Yep, 100 gold. Era score. How many turns have we got until the next stage? Enough to get 1 more era score. I think we're going to be okay. In fact, speaking of just being okay, we now have man-at-arms. Now, what I want to be doing is finding the legions that have, no build charge, so they've already used all of their stuff, and then I can go, 110 gold for man-at-arms. arms. Don't mind if I do. Like this legion, for instance, that has a chop. So I think it's only right that I use it just to give Karlstad a little bit more food and production and rush that builder. I think that's fine. Start getting in some proper infrastructure. I think rushing industrial zones could be fun. Fortunately, the Mayans are getting them, but I want them too. Or do we go encampments and just flood ourselves with... okay, right. I've got several competing factors here. I won't need to go above man-at-arms for a little while. Commercial hubs give me gold, and gold is used to basically keep my army up to date. Encampments give me great generals. Great generals, of course, make my army stronger. So do I want to be economically buoyant or do I want a stronger army? These are the questions. I think we're going to go commercial into encampment. I think we're going to do it that way round, but we'll see if that proves to be a good option. Looks like Mittler are actually moving their swordsmen at the city for me. I mean, you're welcome to do that, but feels like it might be a bit premature? I don't know. Like, there's a lot of swordsmen. Oh, I really want to levy those. Should we just levy them and then chuck? You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to treat myself to these units and then I'll throw them at Poundmaker next turn. Why not? Sometimes you have to ask yourself, why not? Little trick for you here. If you want to build Legion rather than men-at-arms, just sell enough iron so that you go under 20 and normally you can then start producing Legion. Yeah, fun. And to be fair, you also need to get rid of enough iron so that you don't actually end up having too much afterwards because then it will convert to a Legion, a man-at-arms, but it's fine. Here come the units, everyone's doing great. Okay, this Legion has a chop, this Legion has a chop. I'm just gonna, oh man, actually, can I not use the chop? Remove feature, you have a build, why can't you do that? Is it because the movement's changed? I think it might be because the movement has changed, hang on. Yeah, maybe that's what it is, I don't know. Sometimes it can be a little bit glitchy like that, but what are you gonna do? I'll swap them over, see if it makes a difference. How much gold is the Cree giving me? Quite a bit, but I might be able to make a joint war, maybe? Oh yeah, the Mayans want a joint war, look at that. That's lovely. Sweden, do you want to get involved in this? You know you probably do. No, they probably don't. Okay, never mind. Swordsmen in. Now these swordsmen, as I mentioned before, these are not mine. These are Mittler's. That's totally fine. They're attacking with 44 strength on the cities. I'm just going to charge them in a little bit, see what we can do. My men-at-arms are coming rapidly from the rear. We'll make our way to the front. We'll push through. It'll be fine. Going to do a very rapid switch out with this swordsman. It did fine. It did one attack, but the man-at-arms, here we go. It's doing a lot better now. So the Sun Tzu is just there, waiting for all the reinforcements to make their way over. It's going to take some time for them all to travel, but we're doing it fine. 3 turns of shipbuilding, then I can actually get into the sea and attack the city. This is almost like a little gateway. This is the 300 area for the Cree. This is where Leonidas should be stopping my horrendous Persian army from attacking, you know? But alas, they are nowhere to be found. We're almost at military training now. My culture's gone up crazily, by the way, because I did steal a theatre square, which was nice. I think the theatre square is an okay one. It's not great. It gives me 0 culture, but I have a lot more monuments now. Oh man, I thought that theatre square was a lot better than it ended up being. Never mind. These legions are just waiting to do some chopping as well. Just chop. You might as well use it on something, and honestly, building it on districts is quite an amusing thing to do, so let's do that. Here we go. Shipbuilding. It's in. I can move my man-at-arms to that tile and then move this one in, and oh yeah, we've almost got that city taken now. This is looking lovely. My men-at-arms are getting priority through this horrendous terrain. Sun Tzu is basically spending their entire turn right now just making sure that my reinforcements can get through. And yeah, I've upgraded pretty much all of my legion now to man-at-arms just with gold. It's lovely. It's great. We are enjoying it. Get everyone into the sea. We need to get past this logistical bottleneck as soon as possible. In fact, actually, we're going to move to there. Make sure you get it. Next turn, we'll break through. That's awesome. A CAD is here. A CAD is a wonderful thing. I'm just wondering, actually, Samarkand would be a good ally, but they are well and truly under the influence of Poundmaker. That's fine. Nazca is probably the most likely person to join me right now, and that's okay. We don't mind that. Oh, religion. There is still technically a religion we can claim here. We can get the Thorf. It would be probably a useless religion, but it would allow me, thinking about it, to use the Wars of Religion card. And that, if you've watched the short I did recently, haha, on combat strength, that would mean that I would be setting up another +4 or +5? I can't even remember my own short now. +4 for Wars of Religion. It's a really, really good card, and I kind of fancy getting that one. maybe that's what I'll end up doing. Who knows? Ouchie, that's a lot of flooding. It's a good thing I still have units around that can fix things like this builder. Fix that immediately. Thank you so much. Okay, let's just quickly take this city. That hopefully will build a road. Did it build a road? No, it didn't build a road. Oh, because there's a sea connection between these two cities. I wish they changed how that works. Can we do that? Can we make sure that you can actually connect cities up properly with that? Because look, Rome even could put a land route in there. Oh, this needed a road. It really did. Never mind. Right, that is fine. We got 200 gold for taking that city. It's rebelling in 3 turns. That's not all right. That is 0 all right. Pingala. Oh, I really don't want to move you out of Rome. I really don't. I've got 4 turns until I get that next governor in, which is probably quite difficult. I can move my man-at-arms through there. That's looking tasty. I've got more troops now that are making their way via sea, which is great. So we are moving my troops through. This is good. This is wonderful. What's the chances of us being able to take a city in the next 3 turns? It's difficult. We could do it, but it's difficult. I'm gonna have to sacrifice Pingala. That's really annoying. Unless I sacrifice Amani. Amani is in Mitla, so I'd lose all the troops. I can't do that. Nope, it's got to be Pingala. Oh, brutal. But that does allow me 2 extra turns at the cost of about 1/3 of my science and culture, which is horrific. Actually, no, it's just culture, because I hadn't given... Pingala hadn't had researcher. I never had it in the first place to lose. Look at that. My own ineptitude was enough to save me today. Let's get that workshop in. Perfect. You know what? The time has come to just charge. That's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to just move our units through and charge with great joy and merriment. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Gratis, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan. Thanks everyone!